Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Sunday, the 7th of July 24. Hope you're all well. Sorry about I've got a bit of a technical gremlin behind me. I can't put my banner on in the background.
Oh, bugger.
So you stuck with a fridge freezer behind me?
Nah, it's all right, mate. Can't be any worse than my background look. Anyway, yeah, I'm back after my eye hiatus last week due to a very excruciating migraine, as you can see in the comments. And yeah, I'm better. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for all the support last week, guys. Very much appreciated.
That's great to hear. Hope you feel a lot better anyway.
Yeah, feeling better. I wonder if he has any chocolate tonight, says Rachel.
We'll find out in a second. Sorry,
if he's not lurking in the background, because I have had some biscuits this evening, so
yeah,
I know I'll get told off by Steffi if I have biscuits.
I'll show you what I've got.
You've got a stash. I can see some double deckers behind you, I think.
No, it's the old fudges there for about a couple of months ago now.
Ooh.
There's a few left in there. So good evening to Laura Johnson is with us this evening.
Yeah,
and
Laura.
Also Rachel's died in on a yellow bike.
No.
Good evening to you. I wonder if Scotland has cooled down from 47 degrees.
That's something to do with Gav's live stream, I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch the back end of the live stream, fortunately. I was just...
I was in early when you was in, and then I was going out, so I went. So, but yeah, Gav mentioned something about it on the live stream earlier.
Now, yourself is yodeling in yellow.
That's a thing to the live stream earlier.
I'm guessing that's still part of the 47 degree thing, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh, James says was meant to be 4.7 degrees Celsius.
Oh.
I think something to do with the CET, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, James.
Unless the sun's combusting, then that's not going to get that.
I live in Death Valley in America.
Good evening, Tam Roberts was with us. She's early for a change, she says. Not my words, that's her words.
Indeed. One of our regular contributors on Weather Fans.
Thank you for joining us. There's currently a recon mission in progress for Beryl. I think she could get to Category 1. I've heard reports she could get to a Category 2 before she hits, but we'll have a look at the latest shortly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll got them up on...
Rachel's going to the pub on Thursday. I want pie, but I want Scampi too. There's only way to find out. Fight! Sorry.
Harry Hill. Can't be too.
Harry Hill just kicked in then.
Oh, Paul's
I got my hobby into it as we're going to order both and have half each. If you can't decide which to have both. Why not?
Yeah, exactly, have both. Why not? Hubby's paying for it. Why not?
Yeah. Good evening to Audio Coffees with us this evening.
Evening audio.
He said it's nice. Yeah, it's nice even here with no rain at the moment.
To be fair, it's been okay here actually. Well, we had an early rain shower, a few spots of rain, and that were about it really.
Yeah, I had some around about 4 o'clock this afternoon, bit of a downpour, but that's about it really.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to go down your comments.
I'm just down at the bottom with James at the moment saying Paul's not feeling the best this morning, LOL.
That's the same.
Yeah.
I think James snuck in now. I don't think I've seen his, as he posted a bit earlier on in the chat.
It was from Discord, was the 47 degree comment.
Oh, okay.
From Gav's Discord. That's something I've discussed with you guys about doing for our community as well, but we're not that tech savvy, to be honest. Not when it comes to stuff like Discord, anyway. I wouldn't know where to start. I don't think Michael would either.
There's no such thing as leftover chocolate. What's that?
Yeah, where's leftover chocolate? It's like ice cream. There's no such thing as leftover ice cream as well. Or
Why would there
biscuit.
be leftover ice cream? Who needs ice cream? It just melt.
Yeah, exactly. It's not leftover. It just, coin my word, splodge. Just a splodge. Just
Is that for a box of
mess.
chocolates? I'd see. I think there's about 5 left in the box, to be honest, if there's fridges behind me.
Everyone pile on.
Anne has a chocolate tonight, so I don't get hot sweats looking at bars flashing up on my big screen. Or me going into your face.
I'm tempted to go and get my Tango Mango.
Storm Chaser 1981 is in this evening. Good evening to you.
That's for real. He's only a year younger than me.
Hi, everyone. Had a great thunderstorm west of Norwich around 6 p.m. Torrential rain and frequent lightning and hail.
Lucky so. Yeah, I think there was some over Hull earlier. And Bridlin in that kind of way. I've seen it on another group. And yeah, there's quite a decent thing. So yeah. Oh, I can't drink Pepsi, Rachel. gives my migraines even worse. So cherry. I'm okay. I'll tell you what I've got in cherry. 7-Up. 7-Up cherry. Can get them two for $2.50 in Asda at the moment. Other shops are available. Mango Pepsi tastes like Skittles. Oh, what someone told me about Dr. Pepper the other day, the Serrano and
Rachel's got mango Pepsi.
Mm.
I tried it. I wasn't keen on it.
No, I tried it just for the sheer taste of it. No, nah.
Cherry or raspberry, really, for me.
Yeah, cherry I like in anything, really.
And saying the rain that hit my end earlier was most unexpected. 2 flashes of lightning and 1 boom, and me looking like a drowned rat doing a 1-minute shot. At least over 3 minutes, the sun came out. Yeah, it's been it's what we call pulse storms, very short-lived.
Yeah,
I know one hit around near Dudley earlier on this afternoon, and that's what he did. He just took a couple of strikes from it, and that was it.
Yeah, I did mention that to you guys this morning and on the community as well, that storms were going to be very pulse-like. That's why I didn't go out chasing today, because it didn't really hit my criteria. So,
I'm just saying, is it true that mango Pepsi tastes like Skittles? From when I tried it, no, I don't think it. Personally, I don't think it tasted. I don't think it tastes that great, to be honest. But that's just my taste buds.
Hello? I'm back. Tango.
Oh, I thought you seemed a bit far away then.
Yeah, definitely. I won't repeat what I said in the living room, but mango tango.
And a little M&S ginger beer to the mango Pepsi, lush. I'm not a fan of ginger beer either.
I don't mind ginger beer. Taste of mango.
Pepsi Max is bad, but yet I am and cool drinking it too.
I tell you what's weird though. I saw some guy selling mangoes on Sidert Road in Bradford yesterday. I was driving on Ring Road in Bradford yesterday. Guy parked up on Sidert Road. All the boxes of mangoes out. Like, am I in some kind of parallel universe? Am I in the Middle East or something?
I said the weather was really warm and sunny, but it's not.
No,
it's just a really cool summer weather, really, so far.
Yeah, I think, like I was saying on the live stream on Gav's channel, might be down to the change between El Nino and La Nina.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Good evening to Scott, who's joined us. Good evening to Sutton Covered calling. I had a few sharp shells earlier, but no flashy boom boom. No, I think you must have had what I had earlier on, about 4-ish, where we did have a bit of a downpour. Because whatever comes over from Birmingham comes towards me as well.
Yeah.
Pepsi Max Cherry is second. That's the one.
Boo. Can't
Again,
you all?
apologies for the background. For some reason, my background isn't loading up. That's why I have the background to hide all what's behind me.
Oh, I haven't been on Toro Forum. I don't even go on Toro, if I'm honest with you. Base 81. Of course, they've give up.
Did they actually post on the Toro?
They've got a private forum, but I don't use it because they've just give up on the website, haven't they? They give up on everything of Toro. From what I understand.
We'll get Liz to take over.
Liz! Well, she did. She offered, didn't she? She said she'd take over. But yeah, we wanted to do something like that where we could bring everything. But there's only like 4 of us on the team. That's the only problem. We all like. I don't work, so I'm currently off like ill health at the moment. But Michael works. Gordon works very hard, bless him. Steffi, I told you, she was lurking in the background.
Steffi, welcome to tonight's live.
Yeah, and our resident, I don't know the word, it's gone completely out of my head. Yeah, now Liz does her own stuff as well, so yeah, quite busy in our own little worlds, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know where I went from that. Oh yeah, Toro. I'm just trying to think where I went off on that tangent.
Yeah. Happens
with me sometimes. Down to the thing that's causing my migraines, but you know. Even Steffi and yep. I think we're up to date. I'm just small Tango Mango.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring up the latest radars. People have had a few storms today. Let's have a quick look at that. All right.
Yeah, they've all been focused towards the east today. So, like, especially for like my neck of woods in West Yorkshire, they have been either towards Tyneside, so where I used to live, just my luck, and then all the way over towards Hull as well. Yeah.
She was
Chase, right, one if you fancy, you can put them on our weather fans page as well, mate.
So it's like a nice line coming out of like from Great Yarmouth way, Great Yarmouth Lowestoft way there.
I think that's what Chase 81 was on about, around Norwich. Some heavy rain tomorrow evening into Tuesday, especially in the southwest from Scott.
Yeah, it's not looking too nice tomorrow. So
I won't go too far be storm chasing, Anne, but that's what happened with me. I've got just use your phone, really. That's what I use for storm chasing. It does the job. Jan says, get my new car next month will be great to storm chase in if I can get hubby out of the house. Looking at fixing 2 waterproof cameras on the roof rack, front and rear. All I will need then is a storm to chase.
So that's like these cells towards East Anglia that did fire up before they left. Nice line there, actually.
It isn't it? Very nice.
Around like the Great Yarmouth area.
Yeah. That's great.
So they're clearing off into the north here as we speak. Let's move down towards the south there, where we've still got some heavy showers.
Anyone got a yellow car? I was going to get a yellow car, Rachel, but I changed my mind and went for black.
I thought you were going to go for pink.
Oh, I don't know about that. I could get away with pink. No, it was a yellow Peugeot 208. Actually looked rather quite nice, but the black one was more in my liking. I didn't want to stand out like a sore thumb when I was storm chasing. Anyways.
So yeah, these shows are starting to die away now as days gone on. So we're getting these heavy, like some of these thunderstorms clearing off into the North Sea. We've still got some showers along the south there, and 1 or 2 in the Midlands, but today seems to be weakening off as we speak, and 1 or 2 towards Wales and perhaps the northwest, northern England as well. We've got some heavy showers also going to the North Sea towards York, between York and Durham, and also as well into Scotland. Oh, there we go. Couldn't get a hold of that. They're pushing. They're going to take. They'll probably start dying off as well in Scotland in the next few hours as the sun goes down. And that is the latest from that. So that's the end of the live. And good night. Now,
now over to Paul.
I'm going to just quickly pop over to the National Hurricane Centre. Gav did actually show us this earlier on, but we'll quickly do it on here as well.
Yep.
And if you perhaps want to do...
I'll take over and go back to... I've just pulled the UKV up, so...
Yeah, we'll get to that next. Gilly's my tabs here.
Oh, you're on NHC, National Hurricane Centre.
Right, this time last week, behind Beryl was another disturbance which was going to form, but it didn't. So with that disturbance then just disappeared.
Just disappeared, yeah.
Yeah. As the days went on, I think there was a bit of shear, which obviously stopped any development of that system. But for the next 7 days, nothing is expected to develop. The only thing we've got is in Beryl. She's currently not just Beryl, she's Beryl.
Tropical storm Beryl.
So let's have a look at the.
You've got all the. That's the one.
Yeah, I looked at it. Thought, is that the right one?
The corner of uncertainty.
So currently, she's a tropical storm with sustained winds of 65 miles an hour, moving north-northwest at 10 miles an hour. But in the next few hours, there's a possibility she could quickly intensify before she makes landfall in Texas as a hurricane. So the big thing, perhaps, I was about to say level 1. Category 1. Category 1, that's the word I was looking for. Before she moves up into Texas into a tropical storm and depression as she heads over towards Arkansas. And during the week, she's expected to push north over towards Canada as a post-tropical depression.
Yeah, I was watching Max Velocity, and he was on about the potential for possible tornadoes within that as well because of the temperature contrast.
Yes.
And the fact that it's interacting with the jet stream as well.
Well, that's the big question now.
Yeah.
I put this in the comment on Gav's Live as well. Sometimes I actually said I wonder if it will have a knock-on effect at the jet stream because these little systems can actually affect the jet stream and give it a good knock, which is what we need to get out of this coolness we've been having for about a year now, really.
Well, yeah. Have a look, see where I can find it on.
So the key messages from Tropical Storm Beryl is there's the danger of life-threatening storm surge along the coast of Texas from north entrance to the Padre Islands. I probably said that wrong. Probably have no way. National seashore to Sabine Pass, including the Montagorda Bay and Galveston Bay. Presence in those areas should follow any advice given by local officials and follow evacuation orders. Beryl is forecast to bring damaging hurricane force winds to portions of the Texas coast tonight and early Monday. A hurricane warning is in effect from Baffin Bay to St. Louis Pass. Preparation should be rushed to completion before tropical storm conditions begin late today. There's the risk of flash and urban flooding, some of which may be locally considerable, is expected along portions of the middle and upper Texas Gulf Coast. No accent came out then. And eastern Texas today through Monday night. River flooding is also expected. And also rip currents will cause life-threatening beach conditions through Monday across much of the Gulf Coast. Beachgoers should heed warning flags and the advice of lifeguards and local officials before venturing into the water. why you would want to venture into the water while that's coming your way is beyond me, but some people do that.
Indeed, they do, the dopes.
Hmm.
Quick one. What's the name of the website that Gav uses for? It's a French one. I can't remember it.
Metro Seal.
A 3D model on it. Say again, mate.
Metro Seal. Metro Seal.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to find it for the what they call it for the jet stream, 'cause it has the animated now.
Yeah, nothing else in the Atlantic as mentioned, and the Eastern Pacific is gone quiet. They have a little tropical depression. No, we didn't. We have a tropical storm which was short-lived, then died a death within a matter of a day or two. And at the minute, nothing at all is expected in the next 7 days. So the Eastern Pacific's gone quiet. Well, the Eastern Pacific is quiet, and the Atlantic will turn quiet once Beryl moves inland in the next 24 to 36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we all doing in the comments?
So look, brilliant. I'm going to look at the jet stream myself on this side. It looks like it might cause a bit of a kink in the jet. Do you want me to flash it up on screen, Michael?
Yeah, you're all good to go.
Ah, brilliant, mate. Thank you. There.
I just realised there's a bit of an error on the banner that was going across the bottom.
An error. There we go.
And you're now on full screen.
Excellent. Right, guys. So this is on Meteo Seal. So, Gav, if you're watching, they do the 3D models on here now. And this is the jet stream, as you can see there. This is today. So, as you can see, Beryl is around here somewhere. As Michael was saying, it's around Galveston Bay somewhere. You can see her moving in just around about 6 o'clock UTC, so around about 7 o'clock our time tomorrow. It's another low here.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, how that circulated. That was like a cut-off flow there, just to the off the
interesting
eastern
to see
seaboard.
that on the things later. But that moves in towards Florida. But Beryl looks like she does get caught up in the jet stream. If you just watch me as I'm flicking through, you can see her moving in. Let me see if I can zoom in anymore. There we go. So there's Beryl. Keep watching this disturbance here, not this one here. And watch it move in, and then it moves into the jet as a right entry. So it's on the right, so it's around about there now. It's over Missouri, I think that is. And then moves, but it does look like it causes a kink in the jet stream.
Yeah, it looks like, look at it now, it's looking towards towards Washington, that kind of area now.
Yeah, so she's over.
So I think she might be
I think she's moved over the jet. She may be moving over.
I think she's actually giving the jet a bit of a kick up the backside as well. If you look at the colours, looking at the greens.
So Beryl's around about here now. This is on the 10th, so 3 days. It's around about in the Midwest, going up towards the Great Lakes. And then it looks like she is around about here then. So heading up towards the Canadian border.
Have you noticed how the jet stream's got the bit of a yellow core gone into it?
Yeah, I was just going to zoom out of that so I can see it a bit better.
Just a quick hello to Matthew who's joined us, Matthew Orchard, and it's actually Matthew Orchard, Frog Legs. I think it's the same. I think it's the same Matthew. I think it's the wrong account there.
It's all right. But yeah, it looks like it links up with another arm that's coming out of Canada. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button there. So we're at 84 hours. So it looks like it joins up with this arm of the jet coming out of Canada, Alaska, that kind of area, and over Newfoundland.
Yeah. And beyond that, I definitely noticed it's actually splitting the jet stream unless that's the Azores High.
I'll move over to that in a second, mate.
Yep.
So there we are. So we've got two things there. So if I move this around, whee, there we go. So we've got another one there, and then we've got this southerly one here. We've got a bit of a core jet streak here. So I'd be interested to see that for the 12th, which would be 5 days from now. So that'll be around that Thursday, Friday.
It would be like Friday.
Yeah. So let's move that back. And that moves across us. Then we've got a cut off. So that might be a cut off low there. But that jet the core of the jet seems to move to the north. And then you've got this arm of it down here to the south as well.
So that could build up high pressure around Iceland, possibly. If that was to come off.
Where that's moving southwesterly. So just zoom it in a little bit because I couldn't go to. Let's go to 500s around about that time. So where did we say? 13th. No, it's 12th, wasn't it?
About 12, 13.
Yeah, so we've got this dip in the jet here, as you can see. It flies up to the north, but there was a little cut off round about here. So this it's not showing anything too much. Let me just go up to the 8th.
Looks like maybe heights building around Iceland on that.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly go into, yeah, it's not really picking up anything warmth. So there's a kick there, but yeah, there's nothing really moving. Like you say, there's that heights towards Iceland, as you can see there. So we might just get stuck in a bit of a col by the look of it. You've got low to the south and to the Azores down here, and then you've got this low moving in on the jet. You've got heights up here. So let's see if I can do MLSP, mean sea level pressure.
Just a quick hello to Andrew Jones, who's joined us.
Evening, Andrew. So yeah, so where were we? There we were. So yeah, there's heights building to the north and to the south, and we've got low to the east and the west, and we're kind of stuck in the middle, which in meteorological terms is called a col.
Neither high pressure or low pressure.
Yeah, we're neither. So we're stuck literally. We've got, no, I won't say that's the remnants of Beryl. Have a look, see if we can swing it around. So there's the Azores High. Moved a little bit to the west on this one. Usually it's site stationed here, but that low, which is coming on the jet, has moved that Azores High more to the west. We've got a bit of low air pressure towards Western Europe. That would bring in the go anti-clockwise, so east, maybe. Quote me if I'm wrong. But they're kind of, that low just sort of like fills anyway. So doesn't really do anything in the, like, I'm going all the way up to 10 days on this. There's hints of warmer weather, but doesn't really bring them. So that's the 12 o'clock GFS anyway, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. We'll look at it in more detail in a minute with Michael. I've just gone off on a tangent from that jet stream. We'll have a look at the ECM, and I'm just going to quickly fly over onto the UKV. Voila. So, as we were just talking about anyway, in the radar, plenty of showers about at the moment. They're going to disappear in the early hours. Got some rain moving into the south, west, and across the south coast as well. Could be some lively showers mixed in there. Let's go back to about 4 o'clock so I can get the minimums. Nothing out of the ordinary for this time in early July anyway. Well, 9 to 10 degrees quite widely. Maybe a little warmer towards south. Oops, just giving you a hint what's coming up on Tuesday. Oh, no. I think someone give it away in the comments anyway. So you've got that rain moving into the south. Could be preceded by some thundery showers across the south. Maybe across the north as well, but more towards Scotland, I'd say. So let's go there. Maximum temperatures tomorrow. In any sunshine ahead of that front, that low pressure, you're looking around about 20 to 21. It's quite pleasant in the sunshine. Towards the north, 13 to 15, 16 degrees. Ireland and Northern Ireland between 15 to 19 degrees. Under that rain, moving into the southwest and South Wales, 15 to 16 degrees. So cooler, obviously, under the rain, but ahead of it, a lovely, usable day. If you've got anything to do in the garden or work or anything like that, pleasant day ahead. Right, let's come around here. That rain moves in during Monday. Could get quite beefy, as we like to say in weather fans. Could be some embedded thunder cells in there, I reckon.
Yeah, I might have to look at the Cape and Lifted on that.
Yes, I think I might have the mixed cape on this, but not Cape and Lifted as such. There we go. So there's some cape, about 400 joules. There we go. So yeah,
Maybe the Rumble of Thunder, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it Friday night when there was some across the southwest, around Bidford, Bude kind of area? I won't rule them out for Tuesday. Minimums quite warm actually under that blanket of cloud and rain. Except for Scotland looking between 8 and 10. So into the central belt and southern Scotland between 10 to 13 degrees. Say North East England and Northern England, Northwest England, kind of 12 to 14, maybe 15 degrees under that cloud. And then we got 15, 16, possibly 17 degrees in them heavier showers. So that's going to be where the warmest air will be in them showers. So down here. Now that moves away. Could be some thunderstorms across the east. Let's have a look, see if any pop up during the day on Tuesday. Could be some in towards around Morecambe, Barrow, possibly around Blackpool and that kind of area, maybe. I think it's all dependent on timing, obviously. Things could slow down, could go faster. And what kind of, what heat comes out as well, and temperatures. I'll have a look at them actually. I would say towards the west on this. Let's have a look at the maximums. So yeah, the temperatures are there to sustain any kind of thunderstorms. Yeah, I won't rule them out. I won't rule them out for Thursday. Sorry, for Tuesday. Sorry, it's because I saw the T. Let's have a look at the Cape. As you can see, there is Cape available. That's if the sun gets going, really, I would say. As well as the low pressure being centred around there. So look at that. So yeah, low pressure centred just off the Irish Sea. And obviously the winds will be going anti-clockwise around that. So winds will be blowing in from the southwest around the bottom of that low. But towards the east, it could be southeasterly, dependent on where this low anchors itself. And I did say anchored.
Yeah.
Relative humidity, like I say, the temperatures are high enough to sustain any thunderstorms. I think the rule of thumb is around about 14 degrees. From what I've heard from the Americans, they use the rule of thumb around about 14 to 16 degrees dew point that can sustain the thunderstorm or development anyway. As you can see there, really from the northeast of England southwards will be within a dew point of 14 to 17 degrees. And the actual temperature again will be around about 23 in the Midlands and up towards Yorkshire. So anywhere really that's ahead of that main band of rain, which will be across Scotland, Northern Ireland, possibly into Ireland as well, where the low is parked. That could be cooler, 12, 14, 15 degrees. South of that, where that warmer areas, 23, possibly a 24, I would say. Depending, like I say, on how quick the rain clears and how easier the cloud breaks up as well. So Tuesday could be a good day for some flashy boom booms. So go back to the precipitation.
Have you got humidity on there as well?
I did, yes. So we've got relative humidity. So around about 70 under where the rain is, that's 100 because it's fiddling it down. But where it's cleared, you're looking around about 60 to 70% relative humidity. So for all you guys that love your maths out there, your relative humidity is your actual temperature minus times or divided. Steph, you'll understand it, by the dew point. So you've got your max temperature, your dew point. I think you kind of do some kind of mathematics. If Steffi puts it in the comments, or anyone who knows that, get to the percentage, because my brain's just going at the moment. So it's erroring out. Error 404, page not found, is what my brain's doing at the moment.
That should be my screensaver.
So yeah, as you can see, there's some thunderstorms might get going during the evening, and then could be across Durham, County Durham, and towards Teesside, maybe up towards Newcastle. I would say I would go for anywhere from the Midlands northwards up to where this, like the Pennines, depending on where the wind's blowing. So if it's blowing southeast, then there will align along the eastern side of the Pennines. But if they're more southwesterly, they're more likely to align towards the western side of the Pennines and then cross over and go up towards northeast England. So, yeah, all dependent. There could be, I won't say supercells, but there'd be some beefy showers, some big heavy rain.
Again, what we had to say about maybe some pulse storms around.
Yeah, I would go along that kind of line. There's nothing organised. It's going to be pulse type like today.
I've got to say, one thing I've noticed so far this year, I don't know if you've noticed it, we've not really had any nighttime storms. Normally, a few times in the year, but especially by now, we'll normally get some like thundery downpours coming up from the south.
Yeah,
but we've not really had that at all.
Nothing. It's because of the jet stream again, isn't it? Because the jet stream's cutting off anything coming from the south. Because the jet stream is just running down here. The main, it's like split in two, bifurcated. So you've got some up here at times, and you've got some down to the south. Oops, give away for Wednesday.
If you remember back to lockdown 2020, we had such a warm spring. We had all that heat in the ground ready to come up, and we had so many thunderstorms that season. We've said it many times.
Yeah,
that was an incredible year for thunderstorms. And you look at that compared to now, it's like, what? Someone switch the on button, please.
Yeah, someone put the storm dome on. So I'm just moving through it. Thursday, that band moves then south. He looks up to the sky, rolls his eyes. Why are you doing this to us? Could possibly be something there for Thursday afternoon. Obviously, 5 days away, so I wouldn't take that quite too literally. Interesting to see what the temperatures are for Thursday, because we've got this band coming from the north. Apologies. Yeah, ahead of that. I think Tuesday, like tomorrow, so go back through the temperatures anyway. So they are going to be respectable temperatures. Obviously, we were showing you Tuesday there, where it goes up to around about 24, 25 degrees. Where there might be them pulse-type thunderstorms. Then it just cools down again. So the weather comes in from the northwest. And yeah, just nothing really.
Subscribe to the summer, please.
Yeah. Can someone write to whoever's in charge of the weather down at the Met Office? Alex,
Hold your coffee says someone put 50p in the storm meter, please.
Please. Can someone stick a quid in the storm meter? Buy me a coffee. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, this is there's just nothing at the moment, and any hints that we're getting. I mean, Gav was on about it up to the 14th. There might be high pressure. That soon got kicked out the door for next week. I mean, obviously you're going to be coming to.
Begin to wonder if it's down to the effects of Beryl's. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think.
That.
Yeah, the effects of Beryl, which will possibly be not this week coming, but the week after. So from the week following 14th, I think is when we'll see the effects of Beryl. Could be as early as Friday, but then it all depends if it gives that jet stream that kink, which it looks like it will do. And I'll pass it over to you, Michael. What is the difference between relative and absolute humidity? Absolute would be wet bulb. I'm not sure if Stephanie had dew point atmospheric temperature below which water droplets can condense as dew, correct? This is why we see clouds at a certain point too, correct? Anywho, just wait for Michael. So relative humidity is what you can feel. And I think absolute might be the wet bulb temperature. Are you still there, Michael?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sorry, I was looking at the kitchen window. I noticed the sky changed colour.
Yeah, correct. Oh, and we've got a visitor. We got a visitor again with Mr. Partridge.
Oh, good evening.
Hello, Mr. Partridge.
Have I got his? What if I've got? Have I downloaded that onto here? No, I haven't. I've just got the Gav's weather fans with Gav intro on here. I need to look for that. Oh, somewhere I've got a thing for Gav for when he turns up. I need to find it.
So Steffi's put yes, absolute equals wet bulb. This means it is calibrated to a definite and precise reading. Relative is when it's compared to something. Not sure how well I've explained. Yeah, so relative humidity is what you can feel, and the actual name for it's wet bulb theta, THETA. Obviously, Steph is our physicist or whatever they call it. So weather gadget shows it absolute. I think it's one and the same, Laura. If I'm being honest with you. Can you how I saw it? He's plunging me terribly. I'm trying my best, Steffi, I am. But yeah, Gav can help us. But yeah, when I looked into all the storm training and stuff like that to learn about relative humidity and stuff like that and temperatures and all that, crazy. And there's dead air.
Yeah, you suddenly stopped talking then. I was like, oh.
I stopped talking, yeah, I know. It's because the comments have gone dry, that's why.
I've had my ice lolly.
Yeah, it's just having his ice lolly, bear with.
I've had it.
Do, do, do. Should we just put the lift music on?
Yeah, just before you finish
we'll just talk amongst ourselves, won't we, guys? Yeah, let's just talk amongst ourselves.
Just a few moments ago, as you was finishing off your what's the name? I looked out the window. I thought that sky looks a bit strange, so I thought I'd just put my head out the door, and I'll put it onto the screen now. in just if I just want to set my phone. We've actually got a nice rainbow which has just appeared. Where's my back?
See if this is any good. I'm just having a look at.
I'll just go on to there.
Oh, very nice.
Hang on, let's set off there a second. So where are we? See, that's just the view from the back door now as I'm live. So a nice little rainbow. All the sky seemed a bit weird.
Yeah.
Let's
I
put you back
was just sharing the thing that we were just talking about. Here you go, Steffi. This is in your kind of language. So it says here, first, it's helpful to define relative and absolute humidity. Although there are a couple of definitions taken from the Australian Bureau of Meteorology, same for any really. Relative humidity, the ratio of the actual amount of water vapor in the air to the amount that it can hold when saturated, expressed as a percentage, or ratio of the actual vapor to saturation vapor. So you've got relative humidity equals 100.E.EW, so EU. of all the ones, so you've got your saturated and your wet bulb, and then absolute is the mass of water vapor in a unit of volume of air. It is a measure of the actual water vapor content of the air. So absolute humidity equals MV equals big V, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's what it says. Thanks to the World Meteorological Organization, we can find water saturation vapor given during the temperature and atmospheric pressure. Also, from the relative humidity and saturation vapor pressure, we can find the actual vapor pressure, and we can anyway, it just goes on anyway. So for 25 degrees Celsius,
yeah, it just goes on. Way to explain it.
Anyway, I'm not going to go for it. This is meant to be like a roundup, you know. So for 25 degrees centigrade and 60% relative humidity, 1 cubic meter of moist air contains about 14 grams of water, which corresponds to conversion table values I've found before. So yes, I would say 25 degrees, 60% of that, of 25% of 25 degrees centigrade is your relative humidity expressed as a temperature anyway. Right, Michael, take over before I go into the realms of stupidity.
Should I?
Yeah. That's all maths. I can't do maths.
No.
No, I just can't do this kind of maths. I can do simple maths. I can do, like BIDMAS and all that kind of malarkey. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, no. Let's go back to UKV. There we go.
Stephanie said situations when a substance cannot hold any more of a substance. A sponge is saturated when it cannot hold any more water.
Yes.
She also said that saturated fat is when the carbon chain cannot hold any more hydrogen atoms on it.
Mm-hmm. Have we turned into a physiology?
My brain's buzzing.
I know my brain's fizzing as well, mate. That would explain my gadget's reading of 9.3 grams per. Yeah, that's cubic meters. Yeah, so I'm used to in percentages. So yeah, I'll put that calculator thing on the group later. So if anyone wants to look at it, I'll try and find something a bit less mathematical, shall we call it, and I'll find something that explains it a bit better, and I'll put that up on the Weather Fans group later on the area saturated, e.g. very humid. Yeah, exactly. The drier the air, the less humidity there is. Thanks, Steffi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm letting Michael take over now before my brain starts fizzing anymore. More fizzier than my mango tango. Mango tango.
Do you want me to take over the
Yeah, take over before I live.
There's one thing I forgot to share, actually. I forgot it's the start of the month, isn't it? Which is the June stats from the Met Office. No one shut down at the start of the month.
Yep.
So has that flicked over? It has.
Yep.
So here are the Met Office stats for June. So let's look at the mean temperature. So the mean temperature for June 24 is as follows. Let's go to the 90. Let's go to the 61 to 90 anomaly. For the 61 to 90 anomaly, the mean temperature was around average. Yeah, around average for most areas. Slightly cooler towards Western Scotland, and for parts of the east, just about a degree warmer for the east coast of parts of the east coast of Scotland, England, and parts of the and southwest. We put that to 91 to 20 anomaly. We are about average across many areas, but some places are about a degree below the 91 to 20 anomaly. So spread there from like Greater London area down to sort of coast, Wales, virtually the whole of Wales, into parts of the Midlands, northwest England, nearly all of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and most of Western Scotland. Let's have a look at the next one, which is the rainfall. So it's been quite really a dry month. Let's go to the 61 to 90 anomaly. So for the 61 to 90 anomaly, many places have had less than 75% of the June rainfall. Parts of the east and along the south there have had less than 33% of the June rainfall. And Scotland have had more than 125% of their June rainfall for the 61 to 90 anomaly. And for the 91 to 20 anomaly, again, it's virtually there or thereabouts the same. More or less the same. A few hours a bit drier, a few hours a little bit wetter in Scotland there. Let's take a look at the sunshine. Go with the 61 to 90 anomaly. So for parts of especially the Western Isles of Scotland, they've had around about less than 50% of their June average of sunshine. Ireland has been below average. Much of Western Scotland has been below average. Much of Scotland actually has been below average. And it's just towards the southeast England. Parts of the Midlands have had more than that, more average sunshine. Parts of the east as well, above average. And a little bits of Wales as well has had slightly below for the 61 to 90. And not much change again for the 91 to 20 anomaly. So I've got the days of air frost because I think we might have actually had some. So yeah, air frost. Parts of Scotland have met, especially over the Highlands. I think we had perhaps had a bit of snow. Have had like maybe like a day of air frost, which is unbelievable in June, really, but not unheard of. Ground frost again. That probably more than I expected, actually. How accurate that is, I'm not too sure. Days of ground frost. Some places have actually had like a day or two of ground frost, which maybe in some sheltered spots may have had a ground frost in June, but I think that might be slightly overdone personally. And the important lightning strikes. And not as many you would expect really for June. That's really quite poor, isn't it, Paul, for June for the lightning strikes?
Very poor.
If we go back to, we'll do an example of 2020. If we go back to 2020, that's how June 2020 looked. So we'll go back to this year. Not many around at all. How did last year look compared? Well, look at that. It just shows you how poor thunderstorms have been for this year so far. 22. Quite kind of similar, really, compared to what we had this year. 21. Again, June 21 was quite poor, really. Let's go back a couple more years. 2019. Looking at these lines here, there might have been a line of thunderstorms moving up from the south there, and also another pulse there. We'll go back one more year. So it just shows you that this year's thunderstorms hasn't been that great compared to previous years. Again, 2018 was more focused. God, my northern accent's already coming out again. Spent 5 days in Blackpool. My northern accent starts to sneaking out.
I know.
So yeah, that's the June stats. Let's see if these will pick up for July, especially with the lightning strikes. Right.
I would say August is actually a better month for thunderstorms because it's when the heat's kind of dying off. Ideally, we need it to be getting stored in the ground. When we've mentioned this before about the ground being like a capacitor, and the more heat it gets fed, the better. Especially with the way it's been raining, I think that's cooling the ground down.
The ground, it's been so cold, the ground's not really a chance to warm up. Again, we revert back to 2020. Well, during lockdown, how warm and sunny the spring was. All that energy was stored in, and I said I'll bring back up the charts for the stats for 2020.
Yeah, so July and August 2020 were absolutely mental for thunderstorms.
So that should have the lightning thing back on there.
Go back to 2020. There we go.
So let's go start from April.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't have much. Obviously, still quite early in the season.
Yeah, we'd all just been in his houses for a month.
And obviously May as well. Obviously, the ground starts to warm up. Obviously, with plenty of high pressure around. Mm-hmm. Then June just blew up because of all that heat stored. So look at July.
Yeah.
Wasn't as much there, but because obviously a lot of energy was released in June.
Yeah.
Then August as well.
I remember them because I lived in the Midlands at the time, and they were absolutely nuts. I've still got photos and videos of them now from them.
Obviously, as we go in later in the season, come less.
I wonder what the June sunshine levels were.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that for 2020. Do you want? Let me go back to March. Then we'll have a look at the sunshine.
June for 2024 or 2020?
Could be for June 2020.
Yeah.
So March 2020, start of lockdown, was well above average. Oh, hang on, that's the sunshine hours. Apologies.
Sunshine duration, so same time.
Yeah, same again there. So it was well above average for March. That's when we started lockdown. April, again, well above average.
Yeah, I remember that. 24.
Obviously, as we're going into April, the sun's getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah. So this is what we're arguing about, the capacitance of the ground and the sunshine and stuff.
May 2020, again, well above average.
Yeah.
I can actually look at that spring of that year as well.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So for the whole of 2020, we had more than 135% the average.
That's just the spring 2020 and all that energy stored up.
Mm-hmm. Steph asked for 2024, June 2024, given how cool and cloudy it's been.
Yeah, I'll bring that up. I'll bring that up again. So 2024.
Yeah, there you go. Actual, I'd put Michael. I think she wants the
actual.
Yeah, the actual, please. Which ain't much above the 91 to 90 average anyway. So
No, especially across the northwest, it's been a lot cooler. Much cloudier.
yeah, so where it's grayer, you're looking at anything below 200 hours. White's 200, between 160 and 200, and then the yellows are like 240 and above.
Just also bear in mind, obviously, the further north you go at this time of year, the more daylight hours, and for that to be really that low as well, it just shows how incredible and settled it was, or cloudy in the northwest.
Indeed.
So let's bring back the sunshine maps. Let's go back again to 2020. Then obviously with all those thunderstorms around, we went from what? Go back to May. Well, was literally, well, how was February then? That was slightly above as well for February.
Yeah, I remember it being fairly okay. It was a bit, I think January was a bit wet, and then the February was a bit better, and then March was okay, and then it just went.
Then
really,
started
really
lockdown, yeah.
And then May.
Then June, well, obviously the weather got unsettled with all plenty of thunderstorms around. How did July look? Again, potentially was under a lot of perhaps unsettled spell.
Yeah.
So I've got the rainfall, was that above average? For some areas, obviously, there must have been some intense thunderstorms in these areas here. Go back to June, probably these be fairly high as well. All those thunderstorms, all that rain in a short space of time. August as well is above average because of all the thunderstorms around. Let's go back to the sunshine. So how did August look? Again, we're looking about average to below average, but again, with all those storms around. And just go to September. We went back to above average.
Yeah, Gav's just put up the latest 12Z for the ECM. I don't know if Gav's still in the comments. Saying tonight's 12Z model runs look cooler and more unsettled for mid to second half of July. EC12Z at 2240 hours is typical of most of the model output this evening. That's just the ink still drying off that one from Gav.
I've got the 12Z right on the screen right now, so let's take a look at that.
Let's go for it.
So this is the 12Z run from the ECM, should be from the ECMWF. It is, yes.
Yeah.
On these flaming banners. I'm going to ban the banners.
Ban banners. Hopefully the change of government will do that, but I doubt it. Anyways, so yeah.
So there's that low pressure moving up from the fluffing southwest. There's another banner appears across the south. So that low pressure moves across the country through Tuesday.
Here comes the jet stream again. There's the jet stream.
That low pressure is still sitting there through Wednesday.
Yep.
Then Thursday, we've got high. Oh, that banner can sod off now. High pressure starts to ridge up from towards the west on Thursday, start to dry things out. We seem to have a bit of low pressure towards the south east of the UK that perhaps needs to be watched.
Omega, well, obviously there's that. We were talking about that on the GFS earlier, weren't we? That low that's kind of pushing the high pressure to the west.
Yeah,
it does build it. It does build a little bit.
Yeah, it was mentioned that a short time ago with that how the jet streams gets pushed up there and that high pressure perhaps built up towards Iceland. So perhaps a bit of instability there towards the east that could bring some showers.
Indeed.
And the air's looking perhaps a bit unstable there.
Yeah, might be enough to destabilise it enough for a few showers.
Then we've got low pressure moving again from the Atlantic. Days 9 and 10.
Yeah. By the way, Gav, that's quite good that you've got tingling in your feet, 'cause that means your senses are coming back. Not that many of us have got any in this live stream. Not me after them mathematics earlier, chuffing egg.
So with this low pressure coming up through tomorrow into Tuesday, it's not really under cold air at all. Just a little bit of warmth coming up with it. So again, that's perhaps why the rain's quite heavy, and can't rule out some thunderstorms maybe. And as we head into the weekend with this run, we're under relatively cool air. So yeah, nothing's showing significant heat or anything like that. If you want to get any heat, you sweat yourself down to Iberia or towards the Meds, where the upper air temperatures will be quite high. Let's put the 2 meter temperatures on. Yeah, and I can't go that far with that to run. Temperatures are widely into the 30s across the Mediterranean there, as we're stuck in the high teens still. So tomorrow, temperatures widely into the high teens across the board. That banner's doing my head in there. You can jog on. And to Tuesday, again, temperatures into the high teens. This isn't there's a few 20s there. It's not showing quite as high as the GFS was showing, or was it the UKV was showing? And Wednesday as well, temperatures perhaps into the low 20s across England and Wales.
I'm just updating the socials about the conversation we had earlier about humidity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Says my brain.
So I'm going to take a look at the facts charts next from the Met Office, see what they're showing for us. How are we doing for time? 9:10.
Yeah, well, I'll start wrapping up soon. That's floating, that has.
Yeah. We'll show you the the facts charts. So this is the tab I'm going to show you now, because I realize I've just flipped it over. So yeah. So these are the facts charts from the Met Office showing these troughs across eastern England into the south coast there. So we'd shown earlier on that there was some heavy showers coming out of East Anglia, which is association with these. And we've got that line go along the south coast, which is in association with that, and one towards the northeast. So these three troughs are corresponding to what was showing a short time ago. We've got weak high pressure towards the west, and we've got this low building up ready for tomorrow. So as we head through tomorrow, we've got these weather fronts. Cloud will start increasing from the south on Monday. As we head into I can't speak. Got pressure coming up from the south there, bringing a band of heavy rain. Low pressure then centered towards the southwest of England, bringing up these weather fronts, plenty of heavy rain and showers. You've got the triple point there, so maybe look out for that, where we could see some downpours or some rumbles of thunder. And that's just sat across the UK, giving us some showers, mostly for northwestern areas. Sun cut ruled out for the south coast there, with this little trough. But southern areas will be less showery compared to the rest of the country. As we head into Thursday, well, we're under a bit of a northwesterly flow there. We've got weather fronts set across central areas that could give a spell of rain or showers, and it could be drier towards the southwest with this ridge of high pressure trying to move up from the southwest. So quick have a look at the GFS. Won't go too much on detail with the GFS, but we'll have a quick look of the 12Z. So there's that low pressure moving up from the southwest through Monday into Tuesday and just sits on top of the UK for a few days before start filling. We've got relatively cool air across the country towards the end of the week. And low pressure again sat towards the southwest, coming through the country into next weekend before more low pressure comes in from the west. And heights are trying to build up from the southwest as we're heading to days 13 and 14. Could we tap into that hot air? I think that just stays at just the southeast. So there's a bit of a still mixture there for the coming couple of weeks or so. Nothing prolonged. I know Gav mentioned that on Saturday that the GFS was suggesting higher pressure to be building across the UK, but with the latest runs, it's kind of backed away from that idea. Let's have a look at the cable and lifted charts for the next few days, see if what risk we have got. So we've got the instability. This is from today. There's what we had this afternoon. So we saw some thunderstorms across East Anglia earlier on today. So we had a bit of instability. A little bit of Cape, about -2, so we had a few pulse thunderstorms around. That should be dying away now, which has happened. So let's see what happens through this week. There's nothing at all for Monday expected. And this is where we start seeing these weather fronts moving up from the south through Tuesday. There's a risk there. Actually, need to keep an eye on that, Paul.
Yes, that's Tuesday. I think I did mention that. That's with the when the low pressure moves through and it's centered just off island.
That could be the triple point.
Yes, for that will be that's going to be the trigger.
So, yeah, so someone needs to keep an eye on there. So there's the risk perhaps on the Welsh border, perhaps around towards the Liverpool area. Around
I'd say Chester, Wrexham, down towards Shrewsbury. Quite possible in that.
Could swing into parts of the Midlands, northwest England. So that's something we need to keep an eye on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just look towards near the continents, there's some nice figures there showing there. So if there's some instability down there, and if they've got that trigger, which there could be with this low pressure close by, they could see some big thunderstorms over towards France and perhaps the Low Countries as well. But that is something we need to keep an eye on, actually, definitely for Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What happens through into Wednesday? Don't see much happening there at all. So, like, perhaps a small risk. There's a bit of a risk there for Tuesday as that low comes in. Then for the rest of the week, perhaps a bit of a low chance on Thursday. And Friday as well, nothing at all. However, if we look towards the near continent, perhaps maybe even a small risk, perhaps clipping the east coast of actually England there. There's about -2 there I've just spotted.
Ooh.
But it won't take much for that to perhaps come a few miles, a few perhaps 100 miles west, northwestwards. We could tap into that. So maybe something to keep an eye on for the end of the week. So yeah, it looks like Friday potentially down the far southeast coast. Maybe towards Kent, that kind of area. Then again, we won't go any further with that with the GFS.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Let's move on to the next chart, which is the mean sea level pressure chart from the ECMWF. Quite a few people I've just noticed as I'm looking at the comments. Start to think summer might be autumn.
It's been autumn since last autumn.
Yeah. If you think back, all this poor weather's really started since last July.
Yeah, we've just been.
It's been a great since. It's almost like we've been stuck in the same pattern since.
Mm.
But we can't stay. But we can't stay in the same pattern forever.
Nope.
Eventually, this pattern will have to break.
Well,
you just never know. We could get to September, and it could be dry now through to next year. You just don't know.
Interesting thing. I was looking on Instagram yesterday, and the local water company, so Yorkshire Water here, said the reservoirs were at 87% compared to like 2 years ago when they were literally dry. So,
yeah, because I remember you checking out the reservoirs a few years ago.
Yeah.
And just say good night to Froglegs Matthew. Good night to you, my friends.
Hi, Matthew. Just trying to find something.
The land of eternal October, Gav says.
Typical my Windows Defender.
Was it your laptop that made that noise?
It was a computer.
This computer's saying, charge me.
I'm on PC tonight. I'm on the phone trying to find something. There it is.
I'll just go through these mean sea level pressure charts from the ECMWF. So these weekly anomaly pressure charts this is going to be from Monday, July the 8th to the 15th of July. And this is showing high pressure towards our north, low pressure towards our south, west, which what's happening right now after this over the week. So showing low pressure towards the southwest. I think this could be like a transition. We've got low pressure moving in, then perhaps heights try to build up towards the west and northeast. I'm unsure of that, to be honest. It doesn't really correspond to what's really happening.
No.
The 15th of July to the 22nd of July is showing higher pressure across the board. Yeah, we've got high pressure across the whole country. So that'll be perhaps bringing in maybe some northeasterly to easterly winds away from the near constant. The 22nd of July to the 29th of July. That keeps that high pressure across the UK, bringing in more of an easterly flow. So maybe some sort of Scandinavian high maybe wants to build. 29th of July to the 5th of August. Still showing pressure higher than normal across the UK. And 5th of August to the 12th of August. There's no real signal there, but all the blues are away from the UK. Then on the 12th of August to the 19th, it's showing higher pressure again across near the UK as well. So unusually, which we've seen for ages, we've seen quite a lot of blues across the country. So let's go back and have a look what that means for the precipitation with the same charts. So obviously with all this rain coming in Monday, Tuesday, precipitation is above average. Let's bring that on there to normal. 15th of July to the 22nd of July is showing us drier than average for the UK. 22nd of July through to 29th, we're looking around about average. 29th of July to the 5th of August, again, we're looking around about average. There's no clear signal there. And the 5th of August to the 12th, which is the same as well. And the 12th of August to the 19th, showing perhaps a little bit drier, but we shall soon see. And also the temperature anomalies for the same charts. No surprise, really. It's across the UK and much of Western Europe. We're below average. To put the banner across there. So it's looking perhaps about 2 to 6 degrees below average.
Yeah, temperature, I think for average around this time in July is around about 22 to 24 degrees.
Yeah. The 15th of July to the 22nd of July is looking cooler to average. 22nd to 29th, again, same, slightly cooler to average. Again, for the 29th of July, week commencing the 5th, looking around about average and perhaps a little bit above average for the 12th of August.
So that's in Fantasyland, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's everything covered that we need to get covered tonight.
Yeah, I just want to, I want to say who we are being sponsored by today, or the weather is at least. Michael knows what I'm on about. It's a little in-joke between the three of us a while ago. We said the weather was sponsored by this. Bear with, I'll just share this instead, and you'll see it in the thing in the gallery.
Ah, yes, the Met Office.
The weather is now sponsored by
The Met
Office, because weather is pants. Pants is weather, but it isn't the pants to wear. Anyway. But yeah, it was a little bit of a joke we come up with a while ago. This is the Met Office.
For those that,
unfortunately, this is my graphics, so it isn't quite on point. But yeah, that sums up the weather. That was this perpetual loop that we've been stuck in for the last 10 months.
Yeah, for the last year.
Saturday last year. What Saturday though?
Scott says, thanks, Mark and Paul, for the Met Office update.
You're welcome. I think that's what we'll call these lives from now on, until the weather changes.
Yes.
I had to lighten the mood. Sorry, guys. I do apologise. But yeah, thank you for watching this Met Office deep dive. Unfortunately, we don't have the graphics and expertise of said Met Office of the UK government, but yeah, thank you for watching the Met Office Weather Fans Live. And the buggers always wear black, and when there's bad weather on the way, they smell like maniac. Yeah, that's because they're narcissistic. I don't think they're narcissistic. Maybe psychotic. I don't know if that's the word. Yeah. When there's bad weather on the way, they smell like maniacs. That's guy's great stream. Yeah, no worries, Gav.
Thank you for joining us, Gav.
Thank you, Rachel. And Rachel did put a comment earlier. Where was it? What about summertime? It never really got started. Very sad, sad face emoji. Nature's confused, and so am I. Freezing cold.
So eventually we'll come out of this pattern. So we can't be stuck in it for ages.
Anyway. Well,
so yeah, Weather Fans Live. If there's a big if down there, if England don't make the final next week of the Euro 24, we'll be live on Saturday. If England make the final next weekend, we won't be live, but we'll be live on Saturday. But if England do make the final next Sunday, we won't be live. It's obviously 8 o'clock kickoff. We're live at 8 o'clock. Not yet.
Anyway, it does say Sunday, but it actually means Saturday. So yeah, Gav. Sorry, my bad. I didn't read it. But yeah, Saturday, 6. Do we say 6 or 8 for next Saturday? If we don't beat,
it's been normal time 8 p.m.
Who are we up against? I know we beat the
Austrians. We've got Holland on. We've got Holland on Wednesday. If we beat them, we'll be final against Spain or France.
No worries, but yeah, it's a big if with that one. Netherlands are a very good team, and they can come out and play football. Unlike England, who are sponsored also by the Met Office this year, where they've been playing. But I hope they do turn up and beat the Dutch. And then who do we have in the final then?
Spain or France?
Italy and Germany have been kicked out. So have France been kicked out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Italy got kicked. Italy got beaten by Switzerland. So we would have played. If the Italians would have won, would have had them last night.
Yeah.
But anyhow, thank you all for watching this live stream.
Yeah. And I'll say good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Oh, wrong one. Oops.
You could play that one. You want to outro us? Hang on, Andrews just said, yeah, we need someone to do a stream for those of us who really don't care about, who couldn't really care less about football. I'm the same, but I think
you could do it on your own.
Yeah, welcome to go on the Web Fans page and start a live stream up for those who don't watch the football, by all means, and just have a discussion amongst yourselves.
Just bear with me a second. Scott's just message saying there's a heavy shower could be heading my way, so I'm just going to check the radar now.
Also, if anyone knows how to deal with Discord, that would be good. I don't know who does Gav's Discord, but that would be good, because then we can have a Weather Fans Discord as well. A few of our people on the Weather Fans page, so the OG Weather Fans as we call them. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, have a look outside, just see if it's coming, Michael.
Okay.
I'll fill in. So yeah, we aren't finishing just yet. Michael's having a look. So Scott's just give Michael heads up. If we can go make the final, I'll record my neighbours shouting, chanting, cheering, and all that, expletives and all. Yeah. So yeah, I don't. If any of Gav's lot know who does. I mean, who set up the? Even Gav, if he's still there, DM me on Discord or on Faceache, and try and sort some out. I think it'd be nice to have a little community away from Facebook. James.
Nothing out there really.
Nothing too good. But yeah, James. If it's James 098, so is it Spanner James? That isn't it? Who deals? I think he's the one who does Discord for Gav. So yeah, it'd be nice to have something to, have away from Facebook for the community. I think Facebook's a bit stale at the moment, and we've still got to do Instagram as well.
I need to get that sorted out again.
There's no to put on Discord at the moment. So I'm sorry, on Discord, on Instagram. So that's lacked a little bit. But before we go, let's see how many. We'll do the weekly count on Weather Fans and see how many we've got before Michael cuts the stream, which I probably will do in a minute. 2656.
I'm joking.
2,656 people. Yeah, I keep away from Facebook. Good idea, Andrew. What we'll do, try and get something like Discord sorted or whatever, and we'll update. It'd be good to have something away from Facebook, so a lot of people don't use it. Anyway, over to you.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you either next Saturday or Sunday.
Indeed.
Take care for now. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.